Here we have a beautiful picture of one of my favorite actresses of all time, Mary Astor. This is a picture of her in the movie Maltese Falcon with Humphrey Bogart. Mary Astor has had a very long career in Hollywood, and I feel is one of the best actresses of all time. And I feel like she hasn't got enough credit. And a lot of the movies that she was in got remade at a later date. Mary Astor was making movies for 44 years, from 1920 to 1964. She was born in Quincy, Illinois in 1906. She first began her career in silent movies from 1920 to 1929. Her original name was Lucille Vasconcelos Langheike. She was born May 3rd, 1906. You can see some of her movies on Turner Classic Movies. She had a movie career of so many movies, and here are some of the movies she was in. Thousands Cheer in 1943, The Little Giant in 1933, The Man with Two Faces in 1934, Any Number Can Play in 1949, The World Changes in 1931, Young Ideas in 1943. The Last Squaredom in 1932. Young Ideas. Claudia and David in 1946. Youngblood Hawk in 1964. Holiday in 1930. There's Always a Woman in 1938. The Arabian Nights in 1927. I would love to see that, by the way, in the silent film era. The Runaway Bride, 1930. You can see where they got The Runaway Bride. Blonde Fever, 1944. Paradise 4C. A Successful Comedy in 1932. Terabout in 1940. The Case of the Howling in 1934. Women Against in 1938. This is just a few of her movies. Desert Fury in 1947. Ladies Love Brutes in 1930. Behind the Office Doors in 1931. Act of Violence in 1948. Return to Peyton Place in 1961. Trapped by Television in 1936. The Royal Bed in 1931. The Hurricane in 1937. Men of Chance in 1931. Brigham Young in 1931. Smart Women in 1931. Midnight in 1939. Don Q, Son of Zorro in 1925. The Prisoners of Zend in 1937. Upper World in 1934. Those We Love, 1932. Convention City in 1933. Listen, Darling in 1938. A Kiss Before Dying in 1956. Other Men's Women in 1931. Millie's Falcon in 1941. The Great Lie in 1941. Dodgeworth in 1936. Meet Me in St. Louis in 1944. Hush, Hush, Sweet Red Dust in 1932. The Palm Beach Story. Boo Brummel, 1924. Don Juan in 1926. Across the Pacific in 1942. The Kennel murder case in 1933. And The Little Women in 1949. So as you can see, this beautiful actress has worked very hard, and she is one of the greatest legends of all time. And we're bringing her back. We're bringing her back, and we're giving her credit for these movies that got remade, like Arabian Nights and The Runaway Bride and Zorro. And she was in it first. She was the beginning of the trends. So let's hear it for Mary Astor. She's one of the greats, like Marilyn Monroe. She's a household name, and I'm bringing her back because I feel her, and I want to see all of her movies. So here, American Turner Classic Movies, please bring all of Mary Astor movies back. She's one of the greatest ladies of all time. And I'm privileged to learn about her and what she did for the American culture in the movies she presented with her life. That was the old Hollywood days. And we all love the old Hollywood. And we'd like to see some of this back. We would like to see these old movies back on big screens. So I'm here to represent Mary Astor. My name's Heather Wilkening. I'm doing the Lava Flow reality show. And I cheers in all language to Mary Astor for her life as an actress. That she poured her heart to make us laugh, to make us smile, to help us feel something. That's what she gave her life for.